Hi, it's Angela, and I'm here with your weekly guidance. You are listening to Divinely Connected. This reading is a general card read for the week of March 10th to the 16th. Before we dive into this next week's energy, I do just want to have a quick chat about two new series that we have started this week. On Thursday past, we started a new Messages from Spirit episode where we will be posting every second Thursday a beautiful healing private session so that you can take away from the healing messages and the healing energy that it brings. We also started on Sunday. Every Sunday, we are going to share a story time Sunday where we share submitted stories from you, the listeners, to help bring through synchronicities and validations and just allow that intuitive life and those intuitive experiences to expand and to bring confidence in our own ability of making these connections in our own lives. If you want to be part of the Divinely Connected experience, you can head over to angemccullen.com and apply for Share Your Story or Messages from Spirit. All right, let's get into this week's energy. First off, before we even get started, as soon as I'm coming into the energy, there is this feeling of being tired. There is this feeling of maybe being a little bit low energy or lower energy than you would like. And there's also this feeling of needing to manage our energies, manage our resources. So, not only with your energy out, if you've been really busy or you're having a busy week coming up, making sure that you're taking that time for yourself to kind of replenish. There's also this feeling of we're wanting to make sure that we are being mindful about the money that's going out. Money going out, energy going out, things that you're committing to. This feels like it would be very easy to take on too much and get burnt out. And so you do really want to reside on the side of caution here. Okay. And you may need to put some boundaries in with yourself so that it's easier for you to make that kind of black and white type of decision without getting into the guilt and the emotions that can come from needing to say no to certain things. Okay. And I think that's going to be something that is important for you, especially over the next 2 weeks. I think that as we get through the hump of this week, so maybe on the other side of February or on the other side of Wednesday, we will be feeling more an increase in energy, but really needing to be cautious on what we're willing to take on over the next 2 weeks. Okay. You can't make this up. Too much going on. Stress caused by many positive opportunities. Unexpected events or rapid changes. The ability to multitask. So, again, just getting ahead of the cards there. Okay. And so there really is this need to take it easy, this need to lessen your load. And I think that you need to understand that is what brings the magic into your life. Okay. Not preventing yourself from having what it is that you need because you don't want to not be productive or you don't want to be stationary or to rest when you need to rest. I think that is the opposite of what we need to be doing, right? If your body is saying, I am so tired, park me on the couch or take me for a nap or run me a bubble bath, then you should prioritize what your body is saying, not saying you're wanting the wrong things and we got them off the floors and this is expected of me and I don't have time for this and it's the weekend and I should be catching up on everything that I didn't do. And all of this conversations, dialogues that we tell ourselves by taking the time for yourself, by giving yourself whatever it is that you need, whatever it is your mind, body, and soul is telling you is what launches you into that next season. Right. And so there's almost this false dialogue that we're going to fall behind. We're going to move towards failure if I rest, slow down, have a break. But the truth of the matter is, by honoring yourself, keeps you in alignment with your goals, keeps you in alignment with what's coming in. And that is what is going to lead you to that success. Okay. And so that's really important. And especially when there does seem to be the decision to do so, okay? And that you could kind of go either way. So really encouraging you to go the way that shows your body, your mental body, your emotional body, and your physical body, and your spiritual body that sense of love and compassion. Okay. Things seem to be moving rather quickly this week as well. And you may find yourself in a high decision making mode, in the sense of like once in a while, like, we're making decisions, we're making changes, and that is to be expected. But it's almost like you have decision fatigue. Okay. And so what do? We release anything that is not necessary. Any decision that doesn't actually matter, we give it to someone else. Right. And I think that that is really important. I think that there needs to be, again, in this lower energy season, we need to prioritize what is actually important. Right. And so if the kids have to have cereal for supper one night, or we're going to let our spouse or to go get our groceries, or maybe we're going to do grocery pickup, or whatever it is to lighten your load, to make less decisions, I think that that is important. Prioritize what really matters, and let go of the rest, and let go of the control of the rest. And that's going to help you again with that reserving of your energy as you're moving forward. Okay. There is this feeling as well as a completion coming in. Thursday seems very significant actually for the energy change. So we may be kind of in the sluggish energy until, like I said, the other side of Wednesday into Thursday. You're going to notice things starting to lighten. All of a sudden, it's going to be easier to be making thoughts, like not even decisions, just like sound thoughts. So if you've been kind of like, what is wrong with me? And what, like, making uncommon mistakes or are out of characteristic, right? Parts of you, you're not alone. Even myself noticing doing this recording, doing this weekly guidance, I am acutely aware of how much I'm fumbling. And you know what? And I'm like, we're going with it because I am exhausted. Right? And so I'm really happy to see that this is starting to lighten up. And listen to what the card says. It says, the end of challenging times. Things are looking up, a welcomed relief. Finding your way to a peaceful place, the end of depression or illness, travel, relocation. So things are lightening up. That sluggish energy, that ability to move forward is coming in a really beautiful way. We just have to hang in there between now and then. What are we not going to do? We are not going to criticize ourselves for being tired. We are not going to say, what is wrong with you? You should be more productive. We're not going to say, you lazy beep, 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 get off the couch. Well, we're going to go, you know what? Clearly, I need this rest. Clearly, my body is screaming at me. Clearly, the best thing that I can do is honor myself. Right. And so, whatever it is that you're feeling, maybe you're not sluggish, maybe you're lonely. And so, you're going to prioritize making connections, getting out of the house, meeting up with friends, or simply going into social. You don't need to do something with everyone. Take yourself out for supper, take yourself out to a concert, take yourself out to a bar where there's live music. Whatever it is that you are needing, I think that it is so important to, instead of hating yourself and criticizing yourself and beating yourself down for needing it in the first place, is allow yourself to receive it, allow yourself to have it. Because if this was anybody outside of yourself that came to you and were like, hey, this is how I'm feeling, what would you say? You would say, hun, you're doing too much. You need a rest. Have a rest. So you need to be able to give that love and compassion and that non-judgmental advice to yourself on a daily basis. And I know a lot of your egos just kicked up and go, well, if I told myself that I could rest every day, then I would never get anything done. And if you told yourself that you can rest every day, you wouldn't need to rest every day. You will only need it when you actually need it. And so these lies that spins in our heads to say, well, if I am stationary for too long, then I am just going to fail and go backwards. And that's not true. That's not true. So give yourself what you need. Your body, your physical body, your emotional body, your spiritual body are in highly complex and intelligent organism, right? And it's so important for you to listen to it, right? Because it is in constant communication with you always. And instead of being so busy criticizing it, imagine what happened if we just listened to it and loved it. And I think that this is really important. Okay. There's the chariot card. There's the reward. There's the reward. Okay. Rewards that come from hard work, successfully balancing many priorities at once. And so the outcome by giving yourself what it is that you need is success. The outcome of giving yourself that rest and that replenishment is the ability to do better and be better and to bringing in more balance with your priorities. It's not you dropping the ball and everything falling apart and us burning our lives down. That's not the outcome. The outcome is saying, hey, let me refill that cup. And now that I'm back to my awesome level, go out and be awesome. Right? And so it only makes sense that we allow ourselves to do that. And I remember learning this lesson years ago because I was sick. This was before COVID, because I do feel like, and this is in my own opinion, one of the things that came about as post-COVID is that there's more tolerance for when you're under the weather. There's more, we don't want you sick at work, don't come in, right? Where before, in my opinion, the pandemic happened, we just ignored our bodies and pushed, right? Anyways, so back to my own realization is I couldn't shake it. I just couldn't get better. And I had a lot going on and I was being really hard on myself about it and really hard not wanting to have to reschedule my clients because they wait so long to get in the first place, and all the guilt that comes with being an entrepreneur and a mom and all the things. And I'm like, fine, like I'm resting. I'm on the couch. I cleared my schedule. Like, why am I not getting better? Because the whole time I was on the couch, I was beating myself up for even having to be on the couch in the first place. Right. And I look back on that, I'm like, how insane is that? Right. When you are in a state, your thoughts affect your physical health. Right. And so even though you may think that you're resting, if your mind is going and it is being unkind and it is not resting and it is that hamster on that wheel going, a million miles an hour, that does not provide the environment and the energy that is needed to heal. And your healing may be from an illness. Your healing may be from devastation. Your healing may be because of grief. And if you are in constant battle with yourself, and if you're in constant conflict with yourself, and if you are constantly talking to yourself in a despicable way, it is not going to heal. It is not going to mend, and it's not going to perform in the way that you wanted to or expected to. And just as we would someone else, if we want someone to help us out or to show up for ourselves or to do a job to the best of their ability, how would we support that? Would we breathe down their neck and criticize every single move that they make and every thought that they had and the clothes that they wear and the pant size that they're in? Or would we say, oh my God, you're doing such a good job. Thank you so much for showing up. I'm so excited. I believe in you. I trust in you. What do you think would happen in each scenario? Which scenario would benefit you the most? Right? And so we have to think of that for ourselves because we need to be nourishing ourselves, mind, body, and soul, and not criticizing ourselves and expecting such high achievements when we are doing nothing to help support that in a loving and compassionate way. And I think that this is something that everybody can translate into their lives, no matter what's happening with you. And so really, as we are starting through this week and having this lower energy, or you may be feeling super sad or super tired, giving yourself the allowance to showing up for yourself in a loving and compassionate way to bring in support, and know that by doing so isn't at what's holding you back. It is what's going to launch you forward. All right. Thank you so much for joining us here on the weekly guidance. Don't forget to come back tomorrow for Monday's deep dive.